It all started on a Thursday, a day like any other. I wasn't expecting anything strange to happen. My routine was dull. I worked my 9-to-5 job, came home, and went through the motions of life. But that day, something arrived in the mail. It was a letter, a simple, old-fashioned letter. No return address. Just my name, written in what looked like my own handwriting, but a little too neat. Like someone had taken extra care to get it just right. I opened it slowly, unsure of what to expect. Inside, the letter described an event I hadn't yet experienced. It told me about a decision I would soon face. A decision I didn't even know I'd have to make. The letter didn't say what to do. It only hinted at the consequences of both choices. The letter was strangely calm, almost like it knew I was reading it at that exact moment. The first letter described a major career decision, a job promotion that seemed like the opportunity of a lifetime. It would require me to move across the country. But it wasn't just about the job. It spoke of the loss I would feel, the relationships that would fade away, the things I would regret. I thought it was just a coincidence, a weird fluke. But then, another letter came. It was eerily similar to the first one, detailing the exact same promotion and warning me once again about the price it would come at. But this time, it gave me a second choice. Stay in my current position. It wasn't as exciting, but I'd keep my life as it was. It warned me that this choice would bring stability, but I'd always wonder what might have been. By then, I was beginning to feel watched. It felt like someone knew everything about me, my fears, my choices, my desires. I made the choice. I took the promotion. I thought, this is my chance to finally move forward. But the next letter, it was different. "You'll regret this choice," the letter said. "Your life will stall. Your relationships will fade. You will question everything. The choice has already been made for you. The path you're on is inevitable." I couldn't stop thinking about it. How could it know this? Who was sending these letters, and how did they know everything? I couldn't let it go. I needed answers. I started investigating, tracking down where the letters were coming from. The postmark led me to a local address, a small house that seemed abandoned. I went there, my heart racing. When I knocked on the door, the last thing I expected was to see him. The man who answered was me. But older, much older. Same face, same eyes, but a weary, knowing expression. He stepped back, almost like he'd been waiting for me. "You're here," he said, his voice familiar and cold. "It's time you understood." It turned out, this older version of me had been the one sending the letters. He explained that I was caught in a time loop, a cycle that kept forcing me to make the same choices over and over again. The letters were his way of guiding me, trying to help me break free, or at least understand the consequences of my decisions. But what shocked me the most was that he wasn't just me. He was the version of me that had already lived this life, the one who had made all the same choices. And now, it was my turn to make them. "You can't escape the path," he said. "You're already living in the story. Every choice you make is already written." I was stuck. The promotion, the letters, the choices. Everything had been part of a loop, a series of events that I couldn't break. I had no control over my future. The truth was clear. I was always headed down this path. I was just another character in a story I couldn't change. As I walked away from the house, the letters stopped coming, but the feeling of being watched never left. Now, every decision I make feels predestined. I'm left wondering, was any of it ever really my choice? The scariest part? The story might not be over yet. Maybe the next time I receive a letter, I'll be forced to face another decision, another path I'm powerless to change.